Alright, good morning. I did not even look at the date. I usually say the date on here. But it's Tuesday, and Hurricane Florence just came through. So I thought about making a video while Hurricane Florence was here, but it kind of didn't do much here. I mean, don't get me wrong, it did, and it did cause some flooding and stuff, but not really as a hurricane. It kind of stalled out over the coast, which was terrible for them because it just hung over there, beating and battering everything. But by the time it actually came across here, it was just a tropical storm. Well, I say just. I don't think there's anything that's just a tropical storm, but it was a tropical storm, and it's just the edge of it, and it didn't do a lot here. There were a couple of days where it was real cloudy and kind of windy, and there was one day that it rained kind of a lot, but it wasn't even the worst I've ever seen it rain. I've seen it rain a lot harder than that. So don't confuse what I'm saying. I'm thankful that it wasn't that bad, but I just didn't feel like making a video. But anyways, it's time to feed and water the birds, and I was about to just come out here and do that and then go to work. I've been feeding and watering them in the mornings now. But anyways, I was about to do that and then go to work, but then I checked my schedule and realized that the extra shift I agreed to pick up was Friday, not today. Which means today is the day that I'm going to clean out the loft. I'll probably spray this one down too, because I think it needs it. Maybe scrape that one. I did move the three young homers I had in here over to there. But I moved these two rollers into here so their partners in here would start being ready to accept a new mate. I don't remember if I showed you that or not. But that's the only thing I've done. I still gotta move rollers over here and white birds over there, which is the exciting part, because cleaning the loft is actually not as much fun as it sounds. In fact, thanks to the tropical storm Florence, I keep almost forgetting the name Florence for a moment. I don't know why. Anyways, I told y'all that I waterproofed this loft better, and I did. It was doing significantly better, but it's still not perfect. And like, I've got this vent wide open here, and there's a crack open in this door open here. Guys, I've basically decided just to let this loft go as long as it will survive, and I'm just going to build a much nicer, newer one in like a year or two. So I'm not even about it, but I waterproofed it better, but that didn't really matter when we got the tropical storm. So it's kind of gross in there. So yeah, not actually very fun. But anyways, I'm going to video that. I thought I might do might just speed up really quickly. So I can be out here. It actually won't take that long. It only takes like, I don't know, it might take me a half hour. Maybe, if I'm being sluggish about it. When I help Rick clean his loft, it takes way longer than that. A lot of people have way bigger lofts. This is not that bad. Anyways, so I'm gonna go in and eat some breakfast, and then I'm gonna come out here and we'll begin. Alright, I'm back outside. I've had my breakfast now. Got a tripod, got my shovel, got a hoe, and need to figure out what I'm gonna do with the poop. I used to put it in this thing and then drag it off, but then eventually I just left it here and just threw the poop in it and left it there to compost, which actually worked out really well because it holds everything together real well, so it actually composted really well, and the chickens couldn't scratch it away like they did when we had a compost pile down in the woods. But now it was already in bad shape when I put it out here, so now it's like this. I could still throw some in it, but it's starting to get to where it's about to be blocking my door some, and it's just not looking good. It's in rough shape. Do kind of like, I don't know. I may just throw it here. It doesn't smell very good at first, but it goes away pretty quickly. It composts pretty quickly. It's actually real nice. So might just do that. I don't know. I've got kind of a lot in there. I'm also going to show you all why I've been putting this off so long, because contrary to popular belief, it's not because I'm lazy, and it's not because I didn't think it needed to be cleaned. It needed to be cleaned pretty bad, and I was willing to do it, but because of those two babies there, and that one right there. There's an egg beside it. I don't think that egg's gonna hatch though. Anyways, I couldn't, if I had tried to clean it out before then, before they hatched, it would have just, the eggs probably would have chilled. I could have stuck them under other pairs of pigeons, but I don't really like doing that. And then to try and put them back, I don't think the parents would have taken them back necessarily. It works out much better just to wait for them to hatch and be babies. A lot less risk. So I'm going to pick up all the birds. They're all going to go into here. Thought I'd put the camera on the tripod so y'all can watch that. I was trying to decide if I was going to fill up their waters and everything before or after I do this, but they're going to be going crazy in there and knock stuff over. So, not crazy, but I think it'll just be better to wait. It's not going to take very long to clean up anyways. So, I'm going to clean up and then I'll get everything refreshed. I just threw a little bit of feed in there to get them all doing one thing instead of trying to come out the door. Anyways, back in. Alright, so tripod actually wasn't tall enough, so you guys are just sitting on a ladder. So that's why I said I was going to fill the waters up afterwards. There's a lot of birds in there. And a lot of them will be moving out because the rollers are being moved to a different loft where they can fly. Except for the ones that have babies, of course. And a couple that I just don't want to fly. Anyways, pretty gross. Smells about as good as it looks. Dry pigeon poop does not smell. Wet pigeon poop, on the other hand, stinks pretty bad. So, gonna move these little babies, and I will put them back after I get this thing cleaned out. I'll get some little bowls. I've got some nest bowls around or something that I'll put them in and sit them back down on the floor. Anyways, I'll turn this back on in a minute and you can watch me get to work. Still got that problem with the camera only running for 10 minutes and then cutting off, which stinks. So I have to keep that in mind. We got our little babies here, snug as 3 little bugs in a rug. Cover them up, and they'll be fine until I get done cleaning the loft. So now, I can turn my attentions to that. Again, not as much fun as it looks. Alright, so we are pretty much done with that. The perches still need to be scraped down, but they're not very bad actually. So I'm probably just going to wait and kind of do that over the next couple of days, because I'm hot, sweaty, and dirty right now and just don't feel like doing it, and they're not that bad. So I'll just turn on the fan, keep letting things dry out, and I'll scrape them out. But I got everything out of the floor, and that's good. Threw some pine shavings in there to start helping it dry out. I'll hook up the fan, but next order of the business is finding somewhere to put those babies, something to put them in. I'll be back when I grab something. Alright, so I've got the babies back in here, and I'll show you them in just a moment. And this is the time when I would usually let all of them back in. I am going to clean out their feeder, but I'm not going to do that because, pick up the whole tripod, I'm going to move the white birds into here and put the rollers in there. So I'm going to let y'all watch me try to catch them. That should be fun. And I have realized that, see that white jug laying there? Those are kind of important. They hold water. And if I'm going to lock white birds up in the little breeding boxes in this loft, they kind of need one of those. And I forgot to be preparing any. So I'm actually not going to be locking any up to breed yet. But I am still going to go ahead and swap everybody. So I'll do that in just a moment. So that feeder in there is actually a really convenient place to stick them until I reach in there and get them out. So I've got a basket right here. I'm just going to stick them in there and then get out and pull them out by hand. Just because they're a little wild, they're hard to get a hold of. Put this piece of wood down to protect the wire from being bent. White birds are out. Now I'm going to scrape it down. Now to spray it down and try to avoid the pigeons. That'll be good enough. That's a lot better. Now to get the birds. Should be interesting. Bring this way back here, where you can see all of my mess. Zoom in a little bit. And enjoy. First one is going to be this little indigo roller. I think it's indigo. It looks indigo to me. Anyways, pretty little bird. Just a baby. Hopefully you can see them, because I can't really see the screen. Next we have this recessive red, a little bit dirty. Anyways. I just realized something. I don't remember who the parents are to that one roller on the floor. That's problematic. I could stick it with those Homer babies and let the Homers take care of it. I'm sure they would. There's really good parents. They feed them a ton, so they should be able to do it. That hasn't necessarily gone well in the past. It's not such a weird thing to do. Plenty of people do it, but I just don't seem to have had a lot of success with it. I could just let them be in there and for a little while longer and then go and figure out who the parents are. And then leave those two in there. Because I think that was the father that I just put in there. I think I might just put it with the Homers and let them raise it since it's just the one. I think I'm gonna do that. Next is this young recessive red. I like those feathers right there, they look kind of cool. Next, another recessive red. I think this one has some tiger grizzling to it. Looks pretty cool. Next is this black, no wait, no, I decided to keep this one in because I'm going to breed it. Scratch that, scratch that. You can still look at it though. It's a cool looking bird. It's got one white flight. It's trying to get away. Here's its mate that I'm breeding it to. Ash red spread. This is what an actual spread ash red looks like. I think it is. Anyways, I'm just locking them in a pen for now, just so they're out of the way. Another recessive red with tiger grizzling. Another recessive red bird, just flapping around. Trying to get me to let it stay. Actually, if it would calm down, it's actually pretty cool the way those are doing. Next one is just this blue T-check, dark T-check. It's not spread, it's just T-check. I'm pretty sure anyways. Y'all can comment below and let me know what you thought of that bird. I've always thought of it as a T-check and not a spread. I'm pretty sure it's a T-check. It's never put out a spread, because I've bred it. Second indigo baby. Y'all remember me showing you these in previous video, one of the last ones. I'm going to put this one in there to be a dropper. It's one of Willie's kids, that last one. Pretty neat looking. Blue check hen. It's a T-check. This is an indigo. Very pretty one. I like it. It's a spread, I think. Indigo spread. T-check cock. Last one. I left the window open so everyone could go in there. This completely recessive red cock. It looks pretty cool. No piebald on it. I like it. Nothing under there. Alright. Now it's time to fill up waters, unless my camera dies. I mean, I'll still fill up the waters even if it dies, but you may not get to see it. Everyone has got water. I'm just going to let these homers go into the loft in just a moment. before that, I will show you. It's time to feed them, and they know it. They're pretty excited. Got the homers in here. Got those two red birds that I stuck in there. What do we have? Two red birds right there, and that's that blue bar that I just stuck in there. I'll put the aviary back on top and get them trained up here in a few days. I'll put the aviary on today. White birds. It looks so much more spacious in here because I haven't put that feeder back in yet. So, looks a lot better. And be free. Pointed towards me, they may not. Point out. Oh, you can do it. Now I won't have any idea who's who anymore. I'll figure it out. Last one. There we go. Anyways, less birds in here now. Unlatch that pin with that pair in it. Also, Susie, that one of my banty chickens was sitting on eggs when Florence hit, and it soaked her so bad she couldn't keep them warm. I had to bring her inside, and most of her eggs died. But there's this one that I'm pretty sure is still alive. So I stuck it under here, and that'll be its best chance to live. So, latch that back. Anyways, that'll be it for now. I've got a little bit more work to do out there getting things cleaned up, but I've already made a pretty long video. So thanks for watching, and please be sure to like and subscribe for more videos. Everything should be picking up here now. I'm going to start training those rollers, get the homers trained back up, start flying them. I also have some more plans for a new camera to go on the pigeons. I still have the old one, and I'll still use it too, but I've got some plans for a better one. So I'm going to go take a shower now because it's been pretty dirty, pretty hot work. It's pretty hot out today. So thanks for watching.